Welcome to SAM Networking Labs. Today we are going to address one of the most critical security concerns in any organization, protecting company data from unauthorized copying and theft. Imagine this scenario. You are the systems administrator for a company that handles sensitive customer information, proprietary software, and confidential business documents. Employees need to use USB drives to share files with clients, install software updates, or transfer legitimate work data. However, you are also aware that a disgruntled employee or an unauthorized visitor could walk up to any computer, plug in a USB drive, and copy thousands of sensitive files in just a few seconds. This is called data exfiltration, and it is one of the easiest ways for company secrets to leave your organization. Your management has given you a clear directive. Employees must be able to view files from USB drives and copy files from the USB onto their computers. This is necessary for their daily work. However, they must be strictly blocked from copying any files from the computer onto the USB drive. In other words, you want to allow inbound data transfer from the USB to the computer, but you want to block outbound data transfer from the computer to the USB. This is a common security requirement in many organizations, and it is a topic that frequently appears in CASNB practical exams. The solution is a specific registry configuration that alters how Windows handles USB storage devices. It allows read access but blocks write access. This means users can open and view files from the USB drive, but they cannot save anything to it. Let me explain exactly what we are trying to achieve. When a user plugs in a USB drive, they should be able to open File Explorer, browse the folders on the USB drive, copy a software installer from the USB drive onto the computer desktop, or run a PDF directly from the drive. However, if the user tries to drag a sensitive file from the computer documents folder and drop it into the USB drive, Windows will instantly stop the transfer and display a destination folder access denied window stating that they need permission to perform the action. This completely stops anyone from walking up to your computer and stealing your software, code, or personal data via a flash drive, without breaking the usability of USB drives for reading data. To achieve this specific setup, we need to configure a specific registry setting. The exact path we need to use is in the Windows registry. The path is HKey local machine, then software, then policies, then Microsoft, then Windows, then removable storage devices, and then a specific globally unique identifier, or GUID, that Windows uses for USB mass storage devices. The GUID is curly bracket 53F5630D-B6BF-11D0-94F2-00A0C91EF8B. Inside that GUID folder, we need to create a DWORD 32-bit value named deny write and set its value data to 1. The deny write value controls whether write access is blocked to the removable storage device. A value of 0 means write access is allowed, and a value of 1 means write access is denied. Let me walk you through the step-by-step implementation. Press the Windows key and the R key together to open the Run dialog box. Type regedit and press Enter. This opens the registry editor. If you see a user account control prompt asking for permission, click Yes to continue. In the registry editor, navigate to the following path. Click the arrow next to HKey local machine to expand it. Then expand software. Then expand policies. Then expand Microsoft. Then expand Windows. Now look for a key named removable storage devices. If this key does not exist, you need to create it. To create it, right-click on the Windows key in the left pane. From the context menu, select New and then select Key. Type the name removable storage devices and press Enter. Now right-click on your newly created removable storage devices key. From the context menu, select New and then select Key. Type the exact GUID that I mentioned earlier. The GUID is curly bracket 53F5630D-B6BF-11D0-94F2-00A0C91EF8B. Press enter to create the key. Click on that GUID folder in the left pane to select it. On the right-hand pane, right-click in the empty space. From the context menu, select New, and then select DWORD 32-bit value. Type the name deny write and press enter. Double-click on the deny write value that you just created. The Edit DWORD value window will open. In the value data field, change the number from 0 to 1. Click OK to save the change. Close the registry editor. For the change to take effect, you need to restart your computer. You can restart immediately or schedule it for a convenient time. After the restart, the policy will be active. Now let me explain how this behaves in practice. Once this policy is active, Windows alters the permissions for any USB flash drive plugged into the machine. What is allowed is that a user can plug in their USB drive, open File Explorer, browse the folders on the USB drive, copy a software installer from the USB drive onto the computer desktop, or run a PDF directly from the drive. What is blocked is that if the user tries to drag a sensitive file from the computer documents folder and drop it into the USB drive, Windows will instantly stop the transfer and display a destination folder access denied window stating that they need permission to perform the action. This configuration is useful in organizations where you want to prevent data theft through USB drives while still allowing users to read data from USB drives. It is a common security requirement in environments that handle sensitive information. If you ever need to reverse this policy and allow write access again, you would change the deny write value back to 0 or delete the value entirely. Alternatively, you could delete the entire removable storage devices key to remove all restrictions. After making the change, you would need to restart your computer for the change to take effect. For exam purposes, remember the key points of this configuration. The registry path is HKey local machine, then software, then policies, then Microsoft, then Windows, then removable storage devices, then the GUID. The value name is deny write. The value type is DWORD 32-bit. The value data is 1 to block write access or 0 to allow write access. And a restart is required for the change to take effect. This practical security measure gives you complete control over USB data flow. Employees can still use USB drives for legitimate inbound data transfers, but they cannot use them to steal company data. It is a simple, effective, and exam-relevant configuration that every Windows administrator should know. Thank you for joining me today at SAM Networking Labs. Good luck with your studies.